So our dog Sunny just got sprayed by a skunk. First time in her life, which is actually pretty impressive, but she smells horrible. And so I need to get her cleaned up. She's an indoor, outdoor, farm homestead type dog. And so I reached out to a friend of mine. She actually has quite a few working dogs and actually owns a soap shop. And I thought she might have a soap. And she said, I don't have a soap, but this is the recipe that works. She said, I used it on my dog and they actually were sleeping in bed with us by that night and it was fine. So I'm going to show you the recipe she sent me, and hopefully if your dog has also been sprayed, which is, I'm assuming you're watching this video, then we can get through this together. So first thing you're going to need is baking soda. We're going to put a 1/4 cup of baking soda. Get yourself a decent sized bowl because you're also going to need a quart of hydrogen peroxide. So we'll start with the baking soda. Okay, so 1/4 cup baking soda into the bowl. To that, we're going to add a little bit of Dawn dish soap, just about 2 teaspoons is what it says. This, I'm assuming, I use Dawn dish soap not very often. We've had this for, I think, like 8 years since we moved into our house. And I use it for getting out stains in my laundry, which I have a video about that. And I also am assuming because it really busts up oil, like when there's oil spills and things, they always use Dawn dish soap. So we are going to use about 2 teaspoons of Dawn dish soap added to the mix here. So just, I'm eyeballing it. Don't eat my cooking, it's always eyeballed. So 2 teaspoons of dish soap. We're going to whisk this in here a little bit. Then we're going to add our hydrogen peroxide. So just get this kind of into the baking soda. Nothing fancy here. And then to that, we're going to add a quart of hydrogen peroxide. Now, I haven't used this recipe before, but if I'm sharing it here on my channel, then it worked because I'm not just going to share something with you that doesn't work at all. So anyway, I have just shy of a full quart because again, I use this too in my laundry. So I'm just going to pour this, shoot this in here, and we're going to mix it up. Okay, now in the instructions I saw for this online, it says you put this on before you don't get them wet. You put this on their dry coat. And they say otherwise, if you get the dog wet first, that it kind of fuses the oil to them, makes the skunk oils fuse to their coat, which I'm thinking maybe because water and oil kind of, so maybe they don't attract, they push each other away. And maybe when you add water that the oil kind of clings to their fur more. I don't know. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to get some gloves and I'm going to put this in a spray bottle and spray it on her coat and then kind of work it in with the gloves. Because if I just kind of, it's a pretty liquidy, I was thinking it'd be more of a paste, but this is very much a liquidy mixture. And I'm worried if I just kind of like try and scoop and put it on her, that's not going to work very well. So I'm going to put this in a spray bottle and spray this all over her and then kind of rub it in. And then we're going to let it sit. So beware, of course, baking soda does make things kind of bubble up. So just heads up on that. Mix this up somewhere where you can clean up after yourself easily enough. So I'm going to go rinse my hands real quick and rinse the bottle off. And then because having a bunch of hydrogen peroxide on your hands obviously is not great. So I'm going to kind of clean up my space and then we'll get Sunny in the tub. Okay, so now Sunny needs to sit with us on for 5 to 15 minutes, but here's the thing. So earlier, poor thing, she hates baths, so I feel bad for doing this. I'm sorry, I have to see our tub. We have we have well water, so everything's just like orange all the time. Anyway, she was like stinking up the house. We had her in the entryway. She smelled so terrible. And already when I smell like where I was smelling her before, I can't smell skunk at all. It's incredible. And I know people said like, oh, you got to use tomato juice or whatever. I don't know if it's the hydrogen peroxide or what's making this be better almost immediately, but this is incredible. She smells like pretty much fine. I'm probably going to err more on the 5-minute side of things since it's clearly already doing its job. And just one quick thing when you are putting this on, if you're spraying it on, just making sure you're being careful around their eyes and stuff with the hydrogen peroxide. So if you are going to be, if they did get it like right on the snoot, then probably don't use the spray bottle. Then maybe just get some on your hands and kind of work it in a little bit like this. So you're being really careful around their face. So I'm going to make Sunny stay in here for a little bit and then we're going to wash her up. Now on the recipe I found online for this, it says to not put it like in a container because it can build up dangerous gases or just, I think maybe just the baking soda and stuff. with the peroxide. This isn't something you're supposed to just like store. But the rest of this, I'm just going to do one more spray down, dump out what I didn't use, and just wash the spray bottle. So now to clean her, to rinse her, I'm literally just going to do that. I'm just going to rinse her. I'm not going to add any other soaps or anything. Just going to rinse her off, see how we are. And then if we need to, then we'll do, I have just kind of some dog shampoos and stuff that we use. But for now, we just want to rinse all this out really well. We're not going to add more soap to it, or I don't want to risk, kind of counteracting the mixture somehow. So Sunny's going to get a good rinse and we'll see how we're doing. Oh no! Okay, Sunny is all done and absolutely hating her life because she does not like baths even a little bit. But there's a teeny tiny bit, but nothing that is even remotely like it was. And I'm thinking there just must be one spot that I didn't quite get enough spray on or something. But she is like 98% better than she was. So if your dog got sprayed, I've posted this video, I can tell you, because this worked amazingly. So I'm going to get poor Sunny. She looks so dejected. I'm going to get her dried. You maybe saw during the video that I was just kind of doing like smell checks a little bit along the way to see anywhere where I had kind of missed. And I couldn't quite figure out where there's maybe just a little bit of that musk happening, but she can be in the house now. She was gonna have to stay outside before, but she'll be fine to be in the house now. So I hope this works for you. I will link to a blog post below in the description with kind of the recipe and the breakdown, anything in case you have more questions. Otherwise, go forth and make your dogs non-stinky. Thanks for watching. We'll see you here next week for more from our rough and tumble farmhouse.